In this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways to get your woman to follow your lead, or maybe to submit under your masculine frame. The first one is you have to demonstrate that you are smart. In other words, she cannot control or manipulate you in any way. A lot of women are going to do this. They're going to come into your life and they're going to see how much they can get from you. They're going to see how much they can control you in some form or fashion. And when they do this, you have to be able to recognize and see it. So if you're not really good at learning about manipulation, you need to understand how it works so you can defend against it. Because if the woman feels that she's smarter than you, if she feels that she's stronger than you emotionally, then she's going to see that she's in a dominant position, because you need to be the strong one in the relationship to protect her. If you can't protect yourself against her, then what's the world going to do to you? If she can control you, if she can manipulate you, then she's thinking, this guy's getting hosed out there. If he can't even see what I'm doing right in front of his face, I can't imagine what's going on out there. And this will destabilize your relationship. She won't feel safe, either emotionally, financially, or physically with you, because she'll see that anybody else can manipulate you the same way she can, and then it's all over from there. The second way that you can lead your wife is to demonstrate good discipline and following consistent habits. Most men can't lead themselves. So this is a way that you're leading yourself towards what you want in your life. So why do you have your habits? Why do you have your discipline? Because you're trying to attain something. This is why guys going to the gym can be attractive as a secondary thing, or anything that demonstrates the guy having to delay instant gratification to get something better in the future. Your disciplines and habits that demonstrate this every day is going to show her that you can do this, and that you are reliable, and that you're trustworthy, and you're not going to let other things stop you. It also has a good effect of, if you keep going to the gym and you can just show discipline and habits, then a good chance that your wife's going to follow and start adopting those habits as well. It's only a matter of time. Because if she trusts you and she adores you and she admires you and she's devoted to you, she's going to want to be able to keep up with you in some way. And your continual growth is going to keep her chasing you with her own growth. In other words, if you keep growing and you outgrow her, she's going to feel this separation between the two of you, and she's going to realize she's going to have to keep growing as well to keep up. Now, this isn't something that we're going to tell her to do. This is just something that you operate in. Most of these things are better left unsaid. It's better for you to just go and do and let her follow you. The third way you can get your woman to follow you is to foster an environment of expression. In other words, she should be able to rage out at times. She should be able to be sad. She should be able to be upset. This doesn't mean she gets to attack you. That's the difference between attacking and just expressing emotionally. You can yell, you can scream, you can holler, you get angry. Hell, you can even break shit as long as it's your own shit in your house and you're not scaring the kids. But the thing is that you can be able to teach her or express or foster an environment where she can express herself fully. Now, you as a man, you don't have to react to that. You don't have to be part of it. You can watch it, observe it, see what's going on with her, see how she's doing. But that doesn't mean you have, most guys can't deal with this. Like they can't deal with a woman who expresses emotion. And so they keep telling the woman to not express, just get over it, and go pretty much teaching them to be more like you, like a man. And so you want to be able to foster an environment where she can express herself fully, that she can have her thoughts and opinions and emotions, and it's totally fine. You're not going to judge her or admonish her for just being herself. Fostering that environment will create emotional safety for her, because she knows that you're the one that she can confide in. The fourth one is, don't allow shameful behavior in your relationship. There should be no manipulating. There should be no guilting, no shaming, no deflecting of responsibility. We should both are grown-ass adults, and we should operate in such a manner. There should be no entitlement. Just because you make money or you can make more than her or outproduce her doesn't mean that she's entitled to it. So in other words, my wife, I make more money than she does. But she's a good custodian of the wealth that I make. Why? Because she respects what I'm doing, and she doesn't want to be a taker. You know, being with somebody who is a giver is the way you want to go. Like if you're with somebody who's giving, then you're not having to worry about them taking too much or being entitled. And so any kind of shameful behavior, like things that would embarrass the family, screaming in public or whatever kind of thing that you find is shameful behavior, you have that discussion with her. You cannot allow this to happen in your relationship. And this leads to number 5. You should get really clear on the kind of relationship you want to have and the kind of woman you want to be with before you even engage in a committed relationship. But most guys don't do this because they don't have very many options with women. They just take whoever shows them interest, and then they do whatever they can to keep the woman by just completely kowtowing to all her demands and desires, by reacting to everything she does emotionally, because he's so afraid she's going to leave him, because she's the only access that he has to love, relationship, or sex. And so he'll just do whatever she wants. And this makes the problem even worse. And so you got to be choosy. You got to be the guy who says, okay, I'm going to create myself to be this kind of guy. And this kind of guy can get this kind of woman. Or you go and look at it opposite. You say, this kind of woman's probably going to require this kind of guy, and that's who I have to create myself to be. Not because I want to get that woman, but because I want to elevate myself and become the kind of guy that can get that kind of woman. Just like you would say, okay, what kind of guy do I have to be to make this kind of money? You say, okay, well, that's what I have to do. Let me backwards rationalize it. Let me backwards deconstruct this process so I can become that guy. If you're looking at it this way, and you don't have a lot of relationship experience, or you don't have a lot of options with women, you're going to have to figure out how to get yourself to be more of a high value guy. And I have another video on this here. So make yourself into the guy that can get the kind of woman that he wants. And now you get to choose the kind of relationship you want. You get to choose the kind of woman that you want in your life, like her characteristics and how she is, how she looks even, how she operates in the world, how she is with children, how she is with you. Is she a giver? Is she a taker? Is she entitled? Is she devoted to you? Does she admire you? Does she love you? You get to choose this, and you get to choose it because you get to create it. And you get to create any kind of relationship you want as long as you're willing to create yourself into the kind of guy that you know you can be. That's the 5 ways that you can get your woman to follow you or maybe submit, or have her willingly want to submit to your lead. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want more, go ahead and hit the subscribe right now and hit the bell so you get notifications whenever a new video comes out.